Good evening, and welcome to Nocturnal Enigmas. Voices of the Vanished. In the heart of London's antique district, nestled between forgotten bookshops and dusty curio stores, Julian stumbled upon Elysian Echoes, a shop that seemed untouched by time. Its window displayed a myriad of old-world items, but what caught Julian's eye was an ornate phonograph, its brass horn gleaming mysteriously in the dim light. Upon entering, an old shopkeeper greeted him. "Ah, the phonograph. A rare piece, that one. It plays more than just music, you know." Intrigued, Julian purchased it without a second thought. Back at his apartment, Julian set up the phonograph and began to play some of his grandfather's old records. But instead of the expected melodies, he heard hushed conversations, children's laughter, and sometimes anguished cries. Each record seemed to capture the last moments of someone's life. The sounds were so vivid, so real, that Julian felt like a voyeur to intimate, often harrowing final moments. Night after night, Julian became obsessed. The phonograph's whispers were an addiction. He scoured antique shops for more records, hoping to uncover more stories, more secrets. But as the days turned into weeks, the line between listener and participant began to blur. The voices started addressing him directly, warning him, pleading with him, and sometimes even threatening him. One fateful evening, as a storm raged outside, Julian placed a newly acquired record onto the phonograph. The initial crackle gave way to a familiar voice, his own. Panic gripped him as he heard himself in a future conversation, his voice filled with fear, speaking of a shadowy figure coming for him and the cursed phonograph. Terrified, Julian decided to return the phonograph to Elysian Echoes, but when he reached the location, the shop was nowhere to be found. In its place stood an old brick wall, as if the shop had never existed. Desperate, Julian sought the help of a medium, Madame Lysandra, known for her expertise in cursed objects. She revealed that the phonograph was created by a spirit trapped between worlds, desperate to share the stories of souls it encountered. By listening, Julian had become entwined with its curse. The only way to break free was to record his own story, to add his voice to the collection, and then destroy the phonograph. With a heavy heart, Julian recorded his tale, speaking of his discovery, his obsession, and the impending doom he felt. With the record complete, Madame Lysandra and Julian smashed the phonograph, silencing its whispers forever. But as the pieces lay scattered, Julian's recorded voice echoed one last time, a chilling reminder of the price he had paid. Beware the whispers in the wax, for they might just be your own. And with that, the storm outside ceased, leaving behind an eerie silence, broken only by the distant sound of a phonograph playing in some other part of the city.